guys, welcome to Authentic Goma. I hope you're well. I hope your mental health is in check. And if you're not, I've got you. As always, if you're new here, this is a platform that informs, enlightens, and entertains. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back here week after week. So, on this week's episode of Youth and Creatives in Development and Empowerment, we have Marcia.
Hi.
I love her name. So I had to introduce her before she introduces herself. So we have a guest here today. She's going to tell us about herself and why she's here. But let me tell you, just because a famous woman called Sean Arwa once said, "Hii generation ya saizi, hamna investment, hamna savings, mko tu na audacity, na sherehe mnatuanga twangi na wababa." We welcome to Authentic Goma.
Thank you, Magoma. As she has introduced me before, my name is Marcia. I'm a third year going to fourth year student at Strathmore University, and yes, I do major in finance, but the whole degree course itself is Bachelor of Commerce, but finance is my major.
Yeah,
yes.
I
Yes. Also, apart from that, I am a financial content creator on LinkedIn specifically, and sometimes on Instagram.
Sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. I'm not that consistent, but we're working on that. But yeah, on LinkedIn you can find me at Marcia Bila. I normally have articles every week just on small financial tips here and there to help you. Small. Yeah, small too.
And then I believe that's what people actually need. Those
Yes.
small financial tips.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to be about today. So Marcia, what's your understanding of finances?
My understanding of finances. Well, generally, how I look at finances is that you're in a relationship with it, just like you're in a relationship with your mom, you're in a relationship with your partner, your friends. That's how I understand my finances, and that's how I take them. And it's just that relationship with you and your money, and how you plan it, how you track it, how you budget with it, that builds up your personal finance as a person.
Yeah, and your financial well-being.
Yes.
And about financial well-being at Profit Acumen, guys. So, Shonara was talking about it. She said it jokingly, and I feel like that hit home for me.
Yeah.
Generation ya says hamna nini savings na hamna investment. Kazi tu ni audacity. Na sherehe mnatwanga twangi.
Kabisa.
Yani, that hit home because it's so real. But it's such a serious matter when you come to think of it.
Yeah.
People don't actually save. The economy is really bad right now.
True. Actually, that's one thing, and I feel like the biggest misconception out there for us young people is that we can always start later. And I get it. It comes from this point of, we are young people right now, and we look at it from a point of, we're still trying to figure ourselves out. But if you asked me, finances are that's the one thing you need to have in check. And not that you need to have money, because that's not what you're talking about. But you don't need to
be wealthy or rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to have that foresight and goals with you and your money, because right now I believe you have interacted with money, whether it's pocket money, allowances, those small things you're given here and there. Even it's as little as when your parents give you money and tell you go and buy this for the house, and you have to do the budgeting on your own. So that's where it starts from, and I feel like those are the things that as young people we need to start doing now. That budgeting training, that tracking, that constant kujinyima, for lack of better words, especially when we are young right now. That's where we need to start now, so that we can start this journey. And by the time we're like 40, 30 even sometimes,
had to struggle.
Yeah, we'll not be struggling. Imagine. And it's all about the mindset you have, and then again, the relationship with money, which I think we'll also talk about more.
Tell me about people's relationships with money.
Yeah.
Because I am not a finance student. However, I have taken the initiative to at least attend Centonomy, Profit Acumen, whereby I learn about finances and financial well-being and saving. So the thing about one's relationship with money is that it starts from the childhood. Your environment, especially in Africa, I don't know whether I'm just the only one, but people have a tendency to tell you, usipende pesa sana. You're not supposed to love money, and money is evil, even when it comes to religion. See, our relationship generally as Africans is messed up with money, and that affects us. And the relationship with money, the riches we look at are politicians. Where did they get that money? We do not have a track of their net worth. This is stolen money, and that's not how wealth is built. When you look at other people outside, that's not how wealth is built. So talk to me about that.
So first, when it comes to relationship with money, actually I was doing some research recently, And I found out, like there's this thing where they say we have 4 attachment styles. We also have 4 types of relationship with money. We have the person who's avoidant. That's the person now who's like, they don't like making decisions when it comes to money. It's like wako in a loop. Like you have that person who's not paying their bills on time, who never wants to be asked about money. It's not a big deal whether they have it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have the worshippers now, those ones quote unquote who'd say they love money. Wale wanapenda pesa. And I think that's where we even get these guys for what do you call them? The mfuko diggers.
What?
And gold, those mentalities. Yeah, and even the politicians, it's this thing of their relationship with money is they've been cultured to worship it. You see, so it's
but they don't even know how to earn it.
Exactly.
That's the problem. You know where money is, you know how people get money, but you don't get it the right way.
Exactly. So most people who are found in this embezzlement scams and all that have that relationship with money whereby they know that yes, money is supposed to uplift me and give me some kind of status or something.
The value.
Yeah. But it comes from a place of maybe they lacked when they were younger, or they've seen so much struggle that to them the only thing that could like give them an upper hand is having that money, and they don't necessarily have, let's say, that integrity or ethic to get money in the right way, so they end up stealing and doing all sorts of things.
And that's why we're struggling with corruption.
Yeah. So you find those are the people with that kind of mentality. But basically what you'd want to be as a person with your relationship with money is what they call abundance, is whereby you have a balance between when you need money and you're not so attached to money. Because there's also another type that they are so attached to money. Those are the ones now who we call
stingy.
Misers, yes. Stingy. People who can't, they can't release even a single cent. They are so worried and concerned that their bank balance.
I have met a man like those.
A
story for another day.
Their bank balance is always their concern. Even if they are millionaires, they are concerned about that person who's just swiped a credit card on their account. So we don't want to be the miser, but you also don't want to be the person who can't risk with their money. You need to learn the benefits of you knowing how to risk it when it comes to money, because notably right now we have people who are making money out of forex, we have people who are making money in their money market funds because they are able to take that risk. So you want that balance between this is the money I have and this is the much I can spend, like you are living within your means, but at the same time don't be scared to make that next step to grow your money. So you want to be at that balance when it comes to your relationship with money.
So Marcia, thank you for that. So let's talk, because this is about youth and empowerment and youth and creatives and empowerment. Let's talk about empowerment generally in our country, especially for the youth, in terms of we have girls with the sponyos, we have men with Mama Haria. I've never seen them, but I hear they're there. Musikia na kwanga. And this is not a long-term investment. Another person's money is not your money. But it's some form of acceptability in the behavioral change that's not financially healthy, in my opinion, in our society. Whereby young girls have men who are sustaining their lives, but they don't even know how this money was earned. Young men have older women or even younger who are sustaining them. As long as you're a person and you're doing nothing about your situation to earn more money, and you're dependent, and the form of transaction is you having to be in a relationship with someone else for that money, we are talking to you. Sikiza hapa.
So basically, here's the thing, and I feel like because the sponyo mentality is in the urban areas where people are assumed to have been educated. And I do understand that there's a very big gap when it comes to financial education and the education that we get in high school or even in uni. If you didn't go to a uni that is maybe you're studying business or something, then you don't have that information. But that's not to say that we should now start looking upon other ways that are quote unquote not long. They are not, they don't have longevity.
But then that's true.
Yeah.
You don't even have to quote unquote it. I think and believe that if you do not know how to earn your own money as an independent person and you're dependent on someone else, you'll never learn. So there's no quote unquote here.
Yeah.
There's no longevity in that.
My advice to women would be like, you just take whatever it is you have now, be it your small side hustle, to your looks, use beauty. I normally tell people, use beauty. You're beautiful. You can go out there. There are so many things a face can do. You can become a brand ambassador or whatever.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm trying to say is definitely situations are different, but then the little you have, that's where you start from. And for sure, that's ensuring longevity in your financial plans.
So let's talk about the saving culture in Kenya. Very many youth are working, and some of them are unemployed, some of them are small businesses. Some of them are content creators and they're earning something. It's not a lot, but you're earning something. And you're advised to save at least 15% of your salary. Is that realistic in this economy?
Yeah. Okay. So with this one, I'd say conventionally or by the book, we are advised to save 15% of our salaries, incomes, pocket monies, or whatever monies we have. We are advised to save 15%. But I normally like to give a disclaimer because situations are very different. But looking at the person who's having a stable income, what I can tell you is if you're able to do the 15%, do it. If you're able to surpass the 15%, because if most of people are aged, maybe I'm living at home, I don't really need to like limit myself to the 15% if I'm not using the other money on expenses or anything.
Yeah.
So yes, you can take your savings even if it is 50%, so long as you're not indebted or you're not having bills unpaid at the expense of you saving, then do it. Saving is so important. It will not make you rich immediately, but it has
the accumulation.
Yes,
is good.
Yes, and it's not just to make you rich. There are so many things. People can diversify their savings too, just the way you diversify your investments and your businesses. You can also diversify your savings. So I feel like it's always realistic to save. Even if you have 100 shillings, it's always realistic to save.
Yeah. Little things like filing taxes. I mean, that's something that's very important, yet very few people actually acknowledge it, even when you're not earning. And why wasn't that taught to us in school?
Yeah.
Were you taught that in high school?
I was not taught that in high school. Actually,
so there's literally a gap between the education system and the reality that the world is out here. Yeah. Because these are things that are expected of us. However, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Like right now, you'll find people like you and me, if we didn't know we're supposed to file new returns, we are going to work and then KRA is just slapping us with like fines that, hey, you didn't file your returns in 2019.
The first salary gone like that.
You're being chappered fines because of things that, yani, you should have been told. What I can say is, one, there are two things in this thing that one falls on the system, one falls on us as people. The system is failing in giving us education that is empowering financially.
Yeah.
We're not getting that information like formally in even like let's say the most basic form, even if it's a public school, if it's what, we're not getting. The people who are privy to this information are the people who are interested, or the people who have the money to like go and take themselves to things like autonomy or even university. But on our end too, as people, what we are not doing is making use of the resources that we have, for example. Because you find that even a simple ad on TV or on radio by IRA, which is this Insurance Regulation Authority, they do have adverts on the importance of insurance, why you should insure your business, why you should insure your children. If we want to take like initiatives to grow our education system to incorporate this, we also need to take keen interest, because things like iTax, as soon as you go to the bank to even open an account, they will ask you for your KRA PIN.
Yeah.
So you take it upon yourself to take an initiative to go to iTax. Their website is quite self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You just go there, you learn. Basically, we need to have, that's one thing I also say, with finances, you need to be information hungry.
Yeah.
You might not be money hungry, you don't have the money yet, but information when it comes to your finances, you need to be informed, you need to have things, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to have information to empower you.
Yes. Actually, empowerment is not about money, and success is not about money. You only get money. Here's one thing that I learned. You only earn money when you're successful. You do not earn money to become successful. you only build your skill, your knowledge, your information, as you're saying, you're only informed and enlightened by Authentic by Magoma over here. Then, after you have this knowledge, when you know how to use it, that's when you start to earn form of monetary value.
Yes.
Speaking of monetary value and success and everything, I know you know I look good. I have a makeup artist, an amazing makeup artist who did this. On Instagram @_Abby_.h. Follow her for amazing makeup and content. She did my look today and I look amazing as usual. My wig from my mama's closet. until I become financially successful.
I must be part of the process.
Marcia, thank you for coming here today.
It's always a pleasure.
I enjoyed having this conversation with you. I think the thing that I've actually taken away from you the most is the importance of being information hungry about our own finances.
Yeah.
Guys, please like, subscribe, and share this video widely so that more people are information hungry about their own finances. One of like, subscribe, and share.
Yes, so like, subscribe, and share this video, and also
share this video.
This video among all other videos by Authentic by Magoma. This is where it's at. So yes, and thank you for having me, Magoma, your channel.
Thank you. Do you have a parting shot for them?
Yes, my parting shot would be definitely, as I had said, be information hungry when it comes to your finances. Don't assume that because you don't have money now, or maybe you're broke right now, you can't start your financial freedom journey. You can start now. Get the information, start being interested, and you'll see things will just start to build slowly by slowly, because this is something that you can't just learn in one day. It's a day-to-day thing. So you have to have the interest, and you also have to have that mindset of you want to be financially free.
Thank you very much, guys. Goodbye. Mwah.
Bye.